Hello everyone, you're welcome to our Mediafriq TV. Incidentally, this is our first live broadcast, and somehow we did not actually advertise it. It's coming like, a shock. Yes, like I said, my name is Alubi Edwards, and like I said before, this is Mediafriq TV. We are a content creating channel. We know we are also, we basically bring you topical issues that border on life realities, careers, and all of that. And of course, we segment these issues into podcasts, interviews, and sit out and discussing these issues. We actually want to thank you, our teaming subscribers, for taking our time to support us in the things we do, in the way of subscribing. This is a fairly new channel, so to say, and so far the love you have shown is massive, and we are very, very grateful. We also want to thank our guests who have been part of the shows we've been having here. They have come to the studios to talk about these matters. We want to actually thank you all from the depth of our hearts, and we might not remember everyone, but we want to definitely remember the likes of Dr. Kenneth Osua, who is presently the chairman of Nigeria, Authors Guild of Nigeria, River State Chapter. He's been a wonderful friend and supporter, and we appreciate him. We want to also appreciate Mr. Manochin Praise. Manochin Praise, the one you call Odogu. He is, of course, the CEO of Lightweight Entertainment. And the iconic film they put out, which is a Selena Tested, a film which has really, really gone beyond our shores, and has represented our filmmaking business positively. We want to give a shout out respectfully to Lightweight Entertainment, Odogu himself, Managing Praise. We want to also thank Mr. Andy Patrick, who has also taken time to be here with us. You will call him Chiboy, of course, the German Shepherd. We thank you. We are grateful that you took time out to be here with us. Zaza himself, and of course Mr. CB Steve. You're welcome. I'm seeing Kennedy. You're welcome. We also thank, of course, CB Steve, like I said before, the Onini himself, Tempe, who has taken time out to talk with us here. And not just that, we also remember Gift Obuji Amora. Thank you so much. Amora had to fly down from Ogun State, where he's serving the nation. He's on his NYIC scheme, this thing now, service now. But he took time out to come and talk with us. Can I have a shout out? Please do have a shout out, Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy, please do have a shout out. All right, so we want to thank all of these guys, talking about Amora, talking about a whole lot of you guys who have come around. I also wanted to remember Comrade Romeo Chukwu. You have been here with us, and we appreciate. We want to appreciate Drella Onyema. Drella Onyema was here with us on the podcast talking, and we appreciate. There are so many of you guys that I just hope I don't forget anyone, because I won't be able to forgive myself if I forgot you. But please forgive me if I do not remember your name, but you are etched in our heart. James, James, we love you. We appreciate your making time out with us. Comboyo Sinclair, I love you, my guy. Thank you so much for being part of what we're doing here. Comboyo Sinclair, of course, the one we call Pupa K, or Daddy Sinclair. He's an icon in entertainment industry. He's an on-air personality who does Root Vibes, who does a lot of good things on radio. He's a prolific music producer. He's a singer. He's everything you want to talk about in entertainment industry. And he's also adding this one. He's also a motivational speaker, if you call it that. But he's a speaker. Actually, we thank him for being here. We have a lot of people who have come here. I also want to remember our very good partner, Temesa Osulo, who was also anchoring with us. We want to also remember Praise David, who has also been here with us, and a whole lot of you guys, Ambi Junior, Mr. Robinson, the Sorono singer. We appreciate your presence. And Virginia, that I mentioned earlier, was the former PMAN president, and is also a very big heavyweight in the entertainment industry in Rivers State. We thank you all thank you, Mr. Robinson. Of course, he's a wonderful singer. He's a balladeer. He's a songwriter. He's a song producer. He's also an OAP. Of course, he documents issues, talking about documentaries he's doing concerning people of Niger Delta. We see all of what you're doing, and we say kudos to what you do, and we thank you for being part of what we do here. We just cannot remember everybody, but those we can remember to mention, please forgive us. You are wonderful in our hearts. Of course, where would I be if I forget to mention CJ Edwards? You call him Chijioke Edwards, Pastor Chijioke Edwards, but I call him CJ. CJ, the man who organizes the yearly OPC Weibo Praise Carnival, which has gone so much, bringing people to Christ, so to say, and yearly he's been wonderful doing this with the likes of Choma Jesus and a whole of them, Afi Douglas, and of course, he's been wonderful, and he has also been here with us, and we cannot forget to thank a very good friend like CJ Edwards Enenta. Thank you so much, all of you guys, for what you do. And within this period, we have talked about some topics like healthy parenting that gives moral teaching to kids. We've also talked about toxic relationships where that is toxic, that you want to opt out, you want to think, am I going to stay or am I going to leave? Those kind of relationships, we have talked about them. Good evening, my brother. Good evening, Paul. I see you and I thank you for joining us. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, some of these topics we have talked about we talked about in the past, like toxic relationship, like I mentioned earlier, parenting that gives a good, healthy parenting kind of. And we also talked about topics like Port Harcourt entertainment, Nigeria entertainment, past and present. How has it been? Did I mention Ambi Junior as part of those who have been here with us? Ambi Junior talked about entertainment, how it was and how it is now. And of course, Comrade Onyebuchi Ezigbo. Thank you for having been here with us and talking about, the dogma, the religious dogma. That is also one of the topics that we've dealt with here. Religious dogma, practices and celebrations. How do they affect us as Africans, as Christians? Yes, those are some of the topics we have talked about. We have also talked about moral degradation in the society, the generation we call the Gen Z, and of course the millennial generation. How has moral been dealt with? Have we been better off, or are we having where we are lacking or lagging behind? Yes, these are some of the topics we have been part of, and some of these topics have been very, very, very kind of educative, informative, and of course entertaining. Why not? That is what a media house, a media channel like this would always show or offer. We offer you that information, that education, and of course we entertain you with some of the things we talk about, and of course we move forward in life. And of course, what else do we ask for? What more do we ask for? And in all of this, we have been having comments. We appreciate these comments. We appreciate these views. Unfortunately, some of these comments, I don't know. They've been very, very fine, but we probably have not dealt with them the way we should or the way you expect. We want to beg you to please manage us, bear with us. Some of your demands, we see those demands, and we're making effort to meet up. Like yes, some fans we want so people. I want to mention you guys. We want more of lightweight entertainment crew to come and talk about their relationship, their career, their business, and all of that. Yes, we're making effort to get those ones that haven't come, that you've been agitating for, the lives of our boy, the lives of Chi-Boy, and of course Toles and the rest of them. We understand, but you understand that these guys also are very, very busy. They are in different sets and different locations, hustling. So it's not always easy. Like I said earlier, we had to bring down Amora from service in Ogun State. These guys go around the nation doing jobs. Toles hardly have time. He hardly has time as much as a boy. And a lot of them, just quite a lot of them have been busy. But we keep trying to satisfy you by bringing them to the court and talking with you. We appreciate your responses, your messages, and we can only say thank you for all of this. And of course, Mediafriq TV is just one of our channels. And we have Mediafriq Heritage. the channel, I would say the mother channel, so to say. In that place, while we are talking about talk shows, podcasts, and all of that, interviews, and that's what we do here in Mediafriq TV. But in Mediafriq Heritage, we do movies. We do movies ranging from love stories, adventures, and all of those. Sometimes action where necessary. So we want to also beg you to please continue to support us in that regard, in that channel, through that channel too. Yeah, that place we do movies. You can always log in, check out some of the things we've done. For Selena Tested fans, we have so many of their jobs, so many of the jobs they did with us, in that channel. You will really enjoy them if you go there to watch them. Presently now we are on the project we are carrying on in that channel presently is Love Poison. Sorry, not Love. We've done Love Poison before, but the one we have now is Love on the Edge. Sorry, pardon me. Love on the Edge. Love on the Edge incidentally has features some of your favorite lightweight entertainment crew stars, the likes of Odogu, the likes of Chiboy, the German Shepherd. You haven't seen German Shepherd play Love? Wow, find out. Just check it out. Love on the Edge. Of course, CB is there. Utuleke is there. Utuleke. Yeah, he's there. Of course, you still have the likes of Shanzi, the likes of King Atanapa of Rough Wide Empire. Yes, he's there playing love where you don't believe he could be. I mean, he could, knowing you guys know him for action, but this time kind of stepped down and became quite romantic. Yes, he's in the job. The likes of Trigger, the likes of Arutu, quite some people, interesting people. The Patrick is also there. Yeah, can I have a shout out? Of course, okay, I've said that before. You can always have a shout out, Kennedy. Alright, so these are some of the people in Love on the Edge. Of course, not forgetting Lucy Nathaniel of Atanapa, Wide Empire Crew. Is a wonderful job that you really have to look out for. Talking about love that puts you on the edge. Let me not tell you all of that. Check it out. That's yes, we had the first episode. We're working on the second episode that is going to drop soon. And then after that, we'll be doing a kind of a social satire called Compound Matters. Compound Matters is where you see is your average compound with their wahala. You have different people with different mindset, different ideology, but all of that is in the compound. When you look at our country, Nigeria, we have a lot of different kinds of people. We have different tribes, people of different social strata, and all of that. So we want to narrow the country into a compound, and we see how we can navigate through all of these criteria of characterization. So that is what we'll be doing next after Love on the Edge, and this will be on like I said, the other channel, our mother channel, or do we say our sister channel, Mediafriq Heritage. Yes, these are some of the things coming up. But going back, let's go back to Mediafriq TV, the podcast channel. This place, like we know, we talk about topical issues, talk about careers. We interview people to bring out to know the things about them. We also want to let you know that you are free if you have a touchy story that can move mountain. Yes, story that touch the heart. You know, it could be a beautiful. Of course, every story is beautiful, but it could be, a nice one, or it could be a story about a tragedy, story about any kind of story that can touch people, that people will want to, hear about. You're free to come and talk to us, and we'll see where we take it from there, and let the world know how it goes. So apart from that, we also have to delve into some of the basic social issues, that will be coming up very soon. We'll be talking about these topics, and we implore you, we beg you, to always hang around with us, stick around with us, and be part of it. It's getting late, and I wouldn't want to keep you guys. For those who have taken time to be here with us, I cannot see clearly, but I see you all. I can manage to see that. NS Paul, I thank you for being part of this. Kennedy, I thank you. And I want to appreciate your time. You would also help to share this live so that others too will watch after now. Thank you so much. This is River State, this is Port Harcourt, and I believe that you know, but for those who do not know, we're not talking politics, we don't talk politics here, we talk about entertainment and some topical issues that will interest our audience. I want to remind you that for those who do not know, or who has not known, that there is a state of emergency in River State. The governor and his cabinet, and of course the House of Assembly members have been suspended for 6 months, and we are not here to say why, who's right and who's wrong. We do not know. It's not our business, but it's part of our business to inform you some of these things. And today, the sole administrator has just been sworn in. He's a retired naval officer. He's just been sworn in, and of course, for precautionary measures, movements are not quite restricted, but it should be done with caution. So when it gets too late like this, it will be very incumbent, very necessary that we take steps to get closer to the house, for safety reasons. So having said that, I would want to close this live, end this live as soon as possible, so that I can start rushing home, because of course it's getting late and we have a state of emergency in the state. So for that reason, movements are curtailed and very, very carefully measured. But before I go, I want to thank all of you. I thank you for particularly those who joined in the live. I thank you so much. Like I said earlier, this is our first live, and incidentally we did not advertise it, but hopefully we'll be having more of these, and we most probably would advertise ahead of time. So having said all of that, I thank you so much. I want to sign out from here. My name is Alubi Edwards, and this is Mediafriq TV. Thank you, and God bless. Bye bye.